What's up guys, Balloon Duelist here, and welcome to my first iteration of Back to Basics. In this series, I will be picking a commander and giving a commentary while I build the deck from the ground up, giving all my insights on cool synergies and wacky combos available within the deck. As always, the final deck list will be in the description down below, as not all cards may be mentioned within the video. For this first video, I decided to start the series off simple and actually pick a commander deck that I have already built, just as a starting point for this series. So within this video, I will be going over my Francisco Malcolm deck. This deck looks to create a consistent 3-turn setup on turn 1 playing a 1-drop pirate, turn 2 playing Francisco, and turn 3 playing Malcolm. This accumulates to a consistent 3-turn engine that sifts through 3 cards a turn with Francisco, as well as allowing access to constant artifact generation through Malcolm, all leading up to the final step of the deck, which is finding Time Sieve and taking extra turns to take out your opponents. To start this deck off, we're going to look at the pirates. And there are a total of 10 1-drop pirates available within Dimir colors, and we are running all of them. These pirates consist of Changeling Outcast, Cloud Pirates, Deadeye Tracker, Universal Automaton, Spyglass Siren, Spectral Sailor, Siren Storm Tamer, Moth Dust Changeling, Greedy Freebooter, and Grasping Scoundrel. Seeing any one of these in your opening hand is already enough value to keep that opening hand. Bonus points if you open one with some sort of evasion. We also run a few 2-drop pirates, all of which have some sort of added text stapled onto them. These pirates are Daring Saboteur, Departed Deckhand, Kite Sail Freebooter, Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel, Kite Marauder, Time Stream Navigator, and Oaken Siren. Each of these pirates come with their own little benefits, either giving extra card draw, extra turns, being able to remove cards from your opponent's hand, or having a little bit of extra evasion. Having all these pirates is great and all, but they won't dig through the deck for the treasured Time Sieve on their own. That's where our card draw package comes in. I run all the Bident of Thassa effects currently available to the deck. This consists of Curiosity, Combat Research, Curious Obsession, Grizzlax, Enduring Curiosity, Bident of Thassa, the Indomitable, Reconnaissance Mission, Coastal Piracy, and Bottomless Pool/Locker Room. Since the deck consistently is able to deploy a creature on turns 1 through 3, the 4th turn is usually used to deploy one of these higher cost draw engines. We also run Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, as Francisco can easily fill up your graveyard to the point where these spells cost as little as 1 or 2 mana to cast. Along the way, the opponents are probably going to try and slow us down with some interaction. So we've got a small protection package that'll cost them for attempting to interfere with our treasure hunt. Lookout's Dispersal, Perplex, Boost Focus, Mana Leak, Dazzling Denial, Lofty Denial, Spell Pierce, Miscast, Make Disappear, Reasonable Doubt, Miscalculation, and Quench. Although not the best counterspells in the game, this is a good budget counterspell package that covers every possible spell your opponents may cast to interfere with your game plan, as well as a few of them allowing small benefits. But what about the pesky stacks pieces already on the board? Well, we've got a removal package for those problems too. We have Slaughter Pact, Rapid Hybridization, Tongify, Fatal Push, Go for the Throat, Bitter Triumph, Dismember, Withering Torment, Resculpt, Shoot the Sheriff, Feed the Cycle, and Infernal Grasp. This removal package covers the basics, but can and probably will be changed in the future, as it has a slight weak spot to enchantments and artifacts. Along with our Time Sieve, we need a few ways to find it, and this includes some few budget tutor spells, as well as some modal transmute spells. Ring Sight, Muddle the Mixture, Reshape, War of Invention, Limdul's Vault, and Shred Memory. This package is primarily to find Time Sieve, however, it can be used to find other useful cards, such as our small artifact ramp package of Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Dimir Signet, Belwar Stone, and Talisman of Dominance. These artifacts serve 2 primary purposes for the deck: some quick, cheap ramp, as well as artifacts to sacrifice to Time Sieve. Speaking of artifacts to sacrifice, we also have a few token makers and modifiers in the forms of Stormfleet Negotiator, Academy Manufactor, Worldwalker Helm, Curious Inquiry, and Murex. These cards are great on their own and are amazing with Time Sieve, as they can help you secure those 5 artifacts the deck needs to produce every turn in order to gain infinite extra turns. Finally, no deck is complete without its lands. For the lands, we run Command Tower, Watery Grave, Morphic Pool, Choked Estuary, Dark Slick Shores, Sunken Hollow, Clear Water Pathway / Murkwater Pathway, Cephalid Coliseum, Bloom Lake Verge, Seat of the Synod, Vault of Whispers, Drowned Catacomb, Shipwreck Marsh, and Underground River. Sorry. We also run 7 islands alongside a snow-covered island, as well as 5 swamps and a snow-covered swamp, just to round out the lands. This deck is only running 28 lands, 29 if you count Mirrex. That's because the deck has a very low mana curve, and one of your commanders help you ramp cards, as well as the other allowing you to filter cards, adding any lands you find to your hand for later turns. So, what are we looking for in our opening hand? This deck is able to keep a wide variety of jank hands, as its value engine is always enough to pull you through bad hands. But for the most part, we are looking for an opening hand that consists of a 1-drop pirate, at least 3 lands to produce both our colors, alongside one of our many draw engines. This is enough to consistently get our full engine online on turns 1 through 4, and as well as giving the deck some breathing room with mulligans, seeing as every hand that you would like to keep would consist of at least 5 cards, allowing you to mulligan harder into more comfortable hands. I've been able to get a few games in with this deck so far, and I can honestly say that I've enjoyed all of them. The deck is really consistent at getting its value engine online, as well as being able to take opponents out in a timely manner. Having Time Sieve as a win condition helps secure victories even when you aren't able to take out all your opponents with your extra turns and attacks, because the amount of value you gain on those extra turns is sometimes impossible to come back from. Every time I've won with this deck, it has been as soon as Time Sieve hit the board, as all players are able to acknowledge that the game is over because there's no coming back from that much value. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and feel free to check the deck list down below, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as it only helps the channel grow stronger. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.